welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Heather, and on this channel we like to walk a fine line between shopping addicted makeup monster and a responsible adult with a makeup hobby. I really enjoy eyeshadow palettes, singles, shimmers, multi-chromes, duochromes, gloss, highlighter, blush, pretty much everything except pressed glitters. And today we are going to be doing the Build Your Own Beauty Box, which is a collab that I do with my Aunt Beauty K Unfiltered. If that sounds like something you're interested in, stick with me. We're going to get into it right now. If you've seen this type of video done already, you know that my Aunt BTK Unfiltered and myself have exchanged these boxes on a pretty much every other monthly basis for quite a while now. I say quite a while, it's been like 4 boxes. But we're doing these boxes because we both feel that the beauty boxes that are available, like Ipsy and Birchbox and BoxyCharm, they're great to an extent, but they don't really give you the customization and the personal touch that you would really like to see from a box like that. So we've decided to do an exchange on a semi-regular basis to do kind of a fun little mystery box and then try on. So this is my box for this month. You can see it's like kind of flat but really big. So I'm so excited to get into it and see what we have. You guys, the first thing on the top of the box, the whole rest of the box could be filled with dog poop and I don't even care. So the first thing that we have is the Glamlight Pie palette. Oh, I'm so excited. So this is an eyeshadow palette. It has 10 shades and I guess it's like 9 shadows and a blush. And I cannot wait to open this up and show you guys what is in here. So let's do that next. And it's like almost like a pleathery kind of material, so that's nice, and it's got like a little shimmery. This is where I'm willing to have glitter, right here, where it's not going to get on my eyes. Oh, it's adorable. Alright, and this is what it looks like. It's got some really pretty berries, it's got some quote golden type tones, it's got this really pretty shimmery purple shade here, and then this really pretty blush. So I am so excited to be getting this and playing with this one. The next thing that we have, oh, this is adorable. So who is this from? This is the Rebels Refinery Pineapple Lip Balm, and it comes in like this cute little lip balm shaped like a pineapple. I wonder if it smells like pineapple. I'll probably eat it, so probably it shouldn't smell like pineapple. I would say it kind of has like almost like a candy pina colada flavor, like not a straight up alcoholic beverage, but like if you were to make a candy inspired by it, that's what this smells like. It smells really good. And I love the cute little packaging, so that's adorable. The next thing, what is this? Oh, okay. So this is a Revlon Colorstay Cream Eyeshadow, and it's in 740, and it looks like there's a little brush in it, but it's like a metallic like cream eyeshadow. So that'll be really fun to play with. Maybe even as like a liner too. Then we have, oh, here we go. This is the e.l.f. Pointed Foundation Brush. Can always use another brush because we know I don't clean my brushes as much as I should. And you don't either, so don't pretend like you do. Alright, and then the last thing is the LA Girl Matte Flat Velvet Lipstick. And this looks to be a super like fuchsia-y kind of color. Let me see if I can do it without catching the light. It's like super fuchsia kind of color. So that is going to be really fun to play with. So it says, this month's box is based on berries. Blue, purple, red, pink. Regardless of the color, berries are good for us and nice to look at, not to mention tasty. So this month's box will have you looking like a snack. I already put the lip balm on, and this lip balm is actually really nice and smoothing. It feels very similar to like a Burt's Bees or an EOS type lip balm. It's got that like nice kind of creamy consistency. Doesn't feel too like oily or like it's going to slide around a lot, but it's clear, so you know, if it does, who cares. But I really do like this. I think the scent is really nice. So let's get some primer on and let's start playing with this palette, shall we? And I do have some leftover staining on my eyes from a look that I did yesterday with a pink eyeshadow palette, but we'll just make do. And I think what I want to do is go in with some of Sweet Potato and Mud Pie and really make like a smoky kind of berry eyeshadow look. And then probably either blackberry or blueberry to go into my, like on my lid. And then I may take the liquid shadow and do like a lower lash line or like a liner. I'm not sure. So let's start there. So I'm going with Profusion ES2 into the Sweet Potato shade. Oh, this looks so pretty. I'm just kind of buffing that out. I feel like I haven't been filming in like 100 years, so it's kind of nice to get back to it. I had pre-filmed some of my Green Week stuff that you guys saw last week, so that got to go up, and I got to spend a little extra time with my family last weekend, which was good. All right. So we got that one. And then the next one I'm going to do is take Mud Pie, which is this like kind of muddy brown shade, and just pack that onto the outer portion here. So it definitely pulls a little bit more brown than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be just a little bit more plum. That's okay. You guys all have to let me know what you guys are doing today. I was taking care of some family stuff this morning, and then we went grocery shopping, which we went to a different town than we normally do for groceries this morning. And so we went to a bigger store, and I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna have all the like fancy stuff that we like. And we still had so much trouble finding everything that we wanted. We were there for like 2 hours. It was an ungodly expensive bill. Like, it just did not go the way we thought it was going to. So that's kind of a bummer, but I think the stuff we got is good and we'll have fun cooking with it. It's just not the stuff that we went in for. I'm going to pick up some of this mixed berry shade because I want to bring a little bit more like pink back to this. And oh, this has really got a lot of kick up. And I'm going to concentrate that more in the front here. And then as we were leaving that town, which, you know, is bigger and has a little bit more like amenities and stuff that we like, my husband was like, do you want to pick up Indian food? And I'm like, yes, of course I do. So we ended up picking up Indian food from a place that we haven't eaten at in probably a year. And I tried something different. I tried a chicken korma. I don't know if you guys have ever had that, but it's like chicken pieces in like coconut milk with like some herbs and nuts and stuff, and oh my gosh, it was so good. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good. What I think I'm gonna do, because I like this, yeah, like I think that's gonna look pretty to kind of like offset all the pink and the red. So that's the blueberry shade from in here. But what I think I'm gonna do is put this Revlon Black Currant shade down first and then tap this blueberry shade on top to kind of make the color like really, really pop. So let's try that. The Revlon shade is really pretty on its own, but I feel like it's a little bit sheer compared to the other eyeshadows, so I don't think it gets as much of like the center stage kind of effect as the Glamlight shadows. Now Glamlight has a ridiculously great shimmer formula, so I think, you know, when you're looking at these shimmers, something like this isn't going to necessarily, like, it's going to have to be really tops in order to kind of steal the limelight from this palette, but that's all right. We're going to go in with Blueberry now. I think that looks pretty. Alright, let's go ahead and get some primer and foundation and concealer on. I will definitely be trying to use this brush. I've not used a pointed brush like this for foundation before, so that'll be kind of interesting. I wonder, actually, it might be really good for concealer, because like, look how close I can get there. I think I'm going to use it for concealer. But I'm going to try this NYX High Glass primer, which I picked up a week or two ago, and I haven't gotten a chance to try it yet, so why not? It's really nice. It definitely leaves a really nice sheen on the cheeks, so I'm not mad about that. So far, so good. I'm gonna use the Revolution Super Dewy Skin Tint. This is the one in light. I've just been giving this a try over the last couple of weeks here. Okay, and I'm gonna go in, oh my gosh. So that just made me look like a ghost. I forget how light that concealer is, or that foundation is. So I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of this. And I'm going to use the foundation brush, but I think it'll work nicely for concealer here. Okay, works pretty well. It's pretty dense. I also wonder if it might work for like a highlighting brush if you had one of those like really densely packed highlighters and you needed to kind of like buff it in a little bit more. It would be potentially another use for that. I'm gonna go back into Mixed Berry and I'm gonna smudge that out all along the lower lash line because it just looks so pretty in the pan. And then I'm going to take a little brush. Where do I have a little pencil brush here? I'm going to take a little pencil brush and I'm going to pull, I think, some of this peach shade and just put that in my inner corner. Whoa. Okay, so I initially thought about doing some lashes with this look, and I think honestly it would benefit from some lashes, especially because I'm having some blending issues because I used a brush that was not clean and thought it was, so that's my own fault. But I'm going to go ahead and go back in and use the blush that's in this palette, and I'm going to put some blush on. Oh wow, that's a really pigmented blush. Holy smokes. Alright, and then I'm going to reach into, I haven't used this palette in so long. This is the Too Faced Natural Face palette, and I'm going to reach into this for bronzer and highlighter because I think the shades will look really complementary here. So I'm going to use some of Sun Honey as my bronzer, and I'm going to just use the same blush brush as a bronzer brush. You guys, I'm done with this hair for real. Alright, and then satin sheets for the highlight. And so this is kind of what the finished face is looking like. The bronzer and the blush and the highlight are honestly all really, really intense. But when I use this palette, it kind of gives me the reminder of like, I'm at the beach, I've spent too much time on the sun, I didn't put enough sunscreen on, I got a little sunburn, but now I'm like hungry after swimming, I'm ready to go get dinner. That's what this palette gives me vibes of. I know that is so specific, but that's what it really reminds me of. And I think that the kind of warm tones in that bronzer, blush, and highlighter palette go really nicely with this eyeshadow palette. So happy to have those and play with those together. The last thing to try is this lipstick. I'm a little nervous because it's really, really bright. The Mirabella Lip Definer Liner in Smart. Alright, and then we're going to go in with this LA Girl lipstick. That's the finished lip. What do we think? I think it's bright as heck. It's honestly a little bit brighter than what I would normally go for a lip product, but I think it is really, really like soft to apply. It almost feels like a lip balm. It doesn't even necessarily feel like a lipstick. So I think that that's really nice. It's not like drying down, so I don't know. I mean, it says it's a velvet, flat velvet lipstick. So I don't know, well, possibly because I put the chapstick on first. Maybe that's why it's not quite like drying down altogether, but I do think that this went on really smoothly, and I think the color payoff is really nice. So, good on that. As far as the other products, we had the e.l.f. Pointed Foundation Brush. I think this worked really nicely for concealer. It's nice and dense. I think you could also use this to do like a setting powder under the eye if you want to get like really up in under the eye. I think it's a little small for foundation for me personally because I tend to just kind of like slap everything onto my face. So I probably won't use this for foundation, but for concealer I could definitely make this one work. The Revlon Color Stay eye cream. I think this is a pretty color. However, when compared to the other shades in the Glam Light palette, I think this one kind of gets outshined. This one is outshined. No. This one doesn't hold a candle to the eye palette. You guys, I'm struggling here. Like, oh my gosh. So I think this one just, it can't stand up to the quality of the Glam Light shimmers, so I think it kind of falls behind a little bit, but I do think the color is really pretty and I definitely want to keep playing with it some more. Lip balm, very nice, very comfortable, has a great scent, definitely really happy with that. And then the last and I think most exciting piece of the box this time is the Glam Light Pie Palette. I think the colors in here are so pretty. I really like the blush as well. I think that's a really nice touch and I think it complements the other shades. I'll definitely look forward to playing with this one some more because I think the colors in here are just really pretty. And you know, the more I sit and the more I look at this lip color, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments below what you think of the lip color and what you think of the box in general. I think it was a really nice box this month. I want to thank you guys so... Ooh, let me back up a second. Before I forget, head on over to my aunt's channel, BTK Unfiltered. She's going to have her video up, but her video is going to be the box from me, and you guys are going to be so excited to see what I got her. So definitely check that video out. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to catch you in my next video. Bye!